As long as I can remember, all I've ever wanted to be is a farmer. That's all I've ever been. I guess it's all I ever will be. My mom and dad started the farm in the late 50s, early 60s from nothing. There wasn't a long history or long generations of farmers or owned land. They started it from nothing. And me and my brother and now my son Riley have continued the tradition, I guess you would say, on. It gets in your blood. It's part of who you are. It's not just a job that you got to do. It defines your life in a lot of ways. Specifically cotton. Cotton is an integral part of our farm. It's the most important part of our farm. And then when you get to cotton harvest, that's when it all comes together. It's fourth quarter. It's time to get after it. It's time to get up early, stay late, because you've got to beat that rain. You've got to beat that windstorm. You've got to get it out, and you're on a critical time schedule. And we like that. That's the challenge, and that's what drives us. That's what makes us get up and go every day. You've got God, you've got family, and you've got the farm. And a lot of times it's hard to figure out which one's 1, 2, and 3, you know. You don't do this to get rich, because odds are you're not. It's just so many risks and so many variables. You do it for the challenge, for something you feel deep in you, of planting that small seed, and then watching it become a field ready for harvest. From the time I was old enough to go with my father, that's all I ever done. And my son Riley's the same way. He's never had another job. Like I said, it defines who we are. We're cotton farmers. We're proud to be.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it went back till I was a kid.
That's all I ever wanted to do.
I never wanted to play ball. I never cared nothing about hunting. All I wanted to do was farm.
And he still don't have any of those interests. The only reason
I'm
he goes
sorry
to a
about
ball
that,
game.
sir. Now, you still got that thing on, hey?
Being out there all day having to work
Right,
and
that
the
was
wear and tear, You know, it went from cotton wagons, then we had module builders that would hydraulically pack it.
Who was it? Who was it? Pitiful.
Yeah, pitiful.
Well, on television, no.
Oh,
It would say that.
And he was still working
Pitiful.
on his same shift. My fault.
And on the 8th day, God looked down on his planned paradise and said, I need a caretaker. So God made a farmer. God said, I need somebody willing to get up before dawn, milk cows, work all day in the fields, milk cows again, eat supper, then go to town and stay past midnight at a meeting of the school board. So God made a farmer. I need somebody with arms strong enough to wrestle a calf and yet gentle enough to deliver his own grandchild. Somebody to call hogs, tame cantankerous machinery, come home hungry, have to wait lunch until his wife's done feeding visiting ladies, then tell the ladies to be sure and come back real soon and mean it. So God made a farmer. God said, I need somebody willing to sit up all night with a newborn colt and watch it die and dry his eyes and say maybe next year. I need somebody who can shape an axe handle from a persimmon sprout, shoe a horse with a hunk of car tire, who can make harness out of hay, wire, feed sacks, and shoe scraps, who planting time and harvest season will finish his 40-hour week by Tuesday noon and then painin' from tractor back put in another 72 hours. So God made a farmer. God had to have somebody willing to ride the ruts at double speed to get the hay in ahead of the rain clouds and yet stop in midfield and race to help when he sees the first smoke from a neighbor's place. So God made a farmer. God said, I need somebody strong enough to clear trees and heave bales, yet gentle enough to yean lambs and wean pigs and tend the pink-combed pullets who will stop his mower for an hour to splint the broken leg of a meadowlark. It had to be somebody who'd plow deep and straight and not cut corners. Somebody to seed, weed, feed, breed, and rake and disc and plow and plant and tie the fleece and strain the milk and replenish the self-feeder and finish a hard week's work with a 5-mile drive to church. Somebody who'd bale a family together with the soft, strong bonds of sharing, who would laugh and then sigh and then reply with smiling eyes when his son says that he wants to spend his life doing what Dad does. So God made a farmer.